This video will demonstrate how to use Reach report cards. In the menu item report cards, there are three aspects to the report card generation and sharing with parents. The first is to create a template. So in order to create a template, come to Template Management. And here you can create as many templates as you like, which can be used to produce reports. As an example here, let's look at the boarding indicators report. Here we can see we have 5 questions that will need to be answered, and each of those answers will be out of 5 stars. Then below that there are 2 text entries, one from a house supervisor and the other from a director of boarding. To add a new section, simply come to the template and add a section. Here you can give it a section name, and that will be the header when the report is published. An ordinal decides where it is within the report structure, whether it's the first, second, third section, etc. And the layout template can be either side by side, as scoring elements are here, side by side, or they can be one above the other. So question, new line, and then an answer, as they are here with regards to these comments. Once you have a section in place, then it's a matter of adding a new question. So each of those sections decides how the question will display, and then if you want to add a new question, simply come in, give the question, let's say this one is for engagement with school. What type of answer is it? It's going to be a star rating or free text. Minimum score is 0, maximum score is 5 stars. So let's go from 1 to 5 actually here, and this is going to be the 6th question in this set. And here we can see that has been added to the section here. Save those changes, and that becomes one of the reports that's available. Reflections is another template. Wellbeing is another example template. Boarding report is another example template. And here you can see you can have as many scoring elements as you like in each of those reports, and each of those reports can represent a different topic. Once your template is created, then just go to the report management section, and this is where we can activate the report to be open for scoring. So, and I want to create a new performance report. Let's say this is my school term 4 boarding report. Let's give that a year, 2022 boarding report. The scoring can start on Monday the 21st of November, and we want all of those scores to be completed by the end of November. The report template that we're going to use is the boarding indicators report. And is it open for scoring? Yes, it is. So that activates that template so that staff can access the scoring matrix and score that report. Then what happens with staff? They come to the scoring matrix and they score their report. So if I'm a staff member that is in charge of just one house, I will select the house that I'm interested in. So let me select Harrow Appy here, for example. I'm going to select all year groups, and the report that I want to do is my school term 22 boarding report. So Reach will then populate this with my list of students. I've got 74 students in that house, so maybe I'll find I've got 10 students in the Harrow house, and if I want to score all of those students, or one at a time, I simply go to each of the scoring fields and identify the score that I want to give that student. Reach will then populate that. If there's an element that I want to give everybody, or multiple students a score, I can select all students here, for example, and in terms of room tidiness, I might give everybody a 4. And then the bulk toggle will automatically score all of those students with a 4. As we're scoring students, this is populating. If I want to create commentary in the text elements, I can add the text in here. It's simple text, so just be conscious that these reports are not rich text. And when I'm ready to produce that report, I might just go to one that actually has some completed scoring. I might go to boarding report term 1, 22, and here we can see I have a group of students that have all been with their score populated. When I'm ready to print that report or share that report with parents, I come and I select the students that I want to share those reports with. So if I'm doing that for an entire house, I would filter to my house. Let's go to the St. Francis house, for example. I would filter for that house, select all students, and then my options are to either print those reports or to email them directly to parents. Let me just look at my entire population. I will select, let's say, the top 4 students. If I want to email those directly to parents, what we will have then is a report with a subject item, let's say term 4 boarding report, and whatever introductory email I would like to send with that PDF document. If I want to print those, I can just go to the print, and Rich will create PDF documentation for those. So here we are going into the PDF element here. We can see that the report is going to be branded for the school. It's going to have the student details in front, and any of the commentary and scoring will be published as part of that report. Unique reports coming in for students there. So I can print those as a PDF. What happens with those report scores ultimately is they go then to the student's profile. So when we come to a student's profile in the border summary, and if we were to look at the scoring history for Karen Biggs in performance reports, we will see here any of the reporting templates that have been scored, and we'll see here a history of those reports for the student, and here we can see how she has been scoring over time for those reports. Hover on the comments and we can see the comments. So this is a great way to see the history of those reports and how an individual student has been scoring.